go away.
Welcome to Novi Sad. We are in the second biggest city of Serbia right now. We've just come from Belgrade and it couldn't feel more different. Even last night when we were walking around, the architecture, the feel, the colours are incredibly different. So we're starting our day in the central square, which is called Freedom Square, and right behind us you can see the Church of the Name of Mary, which is the main Roman Catholic church in Novi Sad. So we're going to spend our day looking around the old town, enjoying the weather. So in Freedom Square, facing the Roman Catholic Church, is this big statue of Petrovaradin Milenic, I think that's his name, and he's here because he used to be the mayor of this city, and he was a bit of a local hero because he was a real pain in the backside for the Austro-Hungarian Empire when there was lots of stuff going on here at that time. And an interesting fact about the statue is that during the war it was taken down by the locals so that it wasn't taken away by the occupiers, and then after the war it was put back in the place it originally came from. So now we're walking down away from the Roman Catholic Church and down this really main busy street here, which is full of cafes and restaurants and bars, and it was full last night when we arrived and it's full now as well, so it's a really lively area. And we're walking towards the Bishop's Palace, which is thought of to be the most architecturally beautiful building in Novi Sad. Apparently it's still used as the bishop's residence, so the bishop still uses this for work and business and as a home. This whole area and architecture couldn't be more different from Belgrade's big and dark and scary buildings. Oh, some lovely music. This is very much like one of the old towns that you'd see in a lot of the rest of Europe. And opposite us, we've got the Petrovaradin fortress, and technically we've actually left Novi Sad. When you get to the bridge, there's an end of city sign, and the fortress isn't really inside the city, although because it's just across the river, it might as well be. And there we go, this is our first look at it. We're coming up these stairs, and this entrance here, I'm pretty sure takes us into the fortress. But if we look at the clock up there, it's a bit strange. So it's called the drunken clock, and the reason it's called that is because the big hand is actually pointing at the hours while the small hand is pointing at the minutes. And the reason for that is so that the fishermen on the Danube could look up and see the clock and see what time it is a lot easier than if it was the normal way round, which is quite interesting. So they knew when to bring their boats in. Oh, tiny set of stairs and I'm already like sweating. Okay, should we go into the fortress? Let's go. As you walk around the fortress walls, there's loads of restaurants and cafes. where you can just sit and have a rest and enjoy the view. And because it's such a nice day today as well, the visibility is pretty good, isn't it? You can see quite far all around. It is very nice. So you've got the city, but then on the other side you can start seeing the hills and the forests and stuff, which is nice. We've had our lunch, we've enjoyed some ice cream, and now we're back in the town centre streets. And we've just come across this here. This used to be one of the original tram lines that was going through the town with the tram carriages, and you can see here. But now it's like a quirky, cool cafe. That's nice, isn't it? It's pretty cool. As we're walking, we've come past the back of the synagogue here. We've walked past the front of it before, but haven't been able to see the whole building. It's incredible, it's gorgeous. Apparently, you can either go in by appointment, but you have to book ahead, or they also put on a lot of concerts. And it sounds like there's one going on now, and that's the other way to go in, is to go to a concert. But what a beautiful building. Right, so I'm going to find a better angle. This is probably a better angle. This is called St. Nicholas Church, and from a little plaque outside we found that actually Albert Einstein's sons were all baptised in this church right here. I didn't even know he lived in Serbia. Today we're leaving Novi Sad, and we're also leaving Serbia. It's been a short but sweet 10 days here in this country. Had a really nice taster of it, and now we're moving on. If you can see behind me, then you'll know exactly where we're going to next. We're really excited, we're looking forward to it, and hopefully you'll join us for it. See you there.